Good morning. Welcome to Gentle Yoga, where we'll do some gentle flow and restorative yoga. I'm putting some socks on. It's a good class to be super cozy. So you see I got my cozy hat, nice sweatshirt, some layers underneath that, and I have a nice thick blanket as well. So if you need a minute to get your cozies, put your mat down and maybe grab some tea. Normally we don't want to eat or drink during yoga, but a little bit of drinking some warm fluid, especially something like this where we're not trying to go really deep into flexibility, but rather just be really comfortable and go deep into relaxation. Then all of these extra things are very nice. Blanket, tea, cozies, your mat. We do virtually all floor work. So if your knees or your back is not very well insulated and your joints hurt when they're pressed on the ground, you can have a second mat underneath you or put a towel or something cushy to have under or on top of your mat. We don't have a lot of poses that need a lot of the mat traction. The mat is mostly for cushioning. We might do one down dog or something like that, but mostly we want more cushioning versus traction. So it's a very different experience. The needs that we have and the things that make this type of practice ideal is very different than doing something like vinyasa or even a more active hatha yoga class. So welcome to this morning's class. My name is Gabriel Benjamin. Another nice thing for the blanket, you can wear it over your shoulders if you're cold. You can wear it in Shavasana when you lay down, but we can also start sitting on the blanket. So we are live currently, although you might be watching this later. I save these videos, so it's possible you're watching this in the future, which would be the present for you if this is a recording. But for those watching right now, we are live on Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. California time. This is a time slot that's an ongoing weekly class. If you like this type of class, we also do one on Sunday night at 6 o'clock. And it's all donation based. If you're struggling and you can't afford a donation, then you can donate spreading the word. The share button or copying the link, texting your friends, word of mouth is all appreciated. And I think it's a fair thing to ask. So if you have been doing these videos for free and you're enjoying them, then feel free to share them and consider that your payment. So anyway, we're going to begin in a comfortable seat. Also, just one more thing, last night's class with the volume was problematic. If you're having problem hearing me, then let me know. But I think that was just a one-off thing. I'll try and speak loud enough. If it's too loud for you, you can turn the volume down on your device because we want it to be the right volume, not too loud, but loud enough, so you can adjust accordingly. But if you're ever having trouble with one of the platforms, usually the other one would probably be working. I've had a couple of instances with each platform, and I've ironed those things out, but usually one of the videos is perfect. So if you need, you can do YouTube, you can do Facebook. They get saved too, so we can watch them later. All right, so beginning in a comfortable seat and having the spine very long. Sitting on a blanket or anything like a pillow, couch cushion, folded towel is very helpful. You want the knees fairly low and comfortable, the spine tall, and have open chest. Deep breath. Breathe a little bit deeper each round. And exhale a little more slowly. You breathe out and continue. Breathing in, taking your time with that. Breathing out, letting go. Repeating the flow of the breath. Breathe in, you have a little bit more energy, a little bit more focus, a little more concentration. You breathe out, and you can be a little bit more calm, let go more, empty the body. It's very purifying to breathe out till you're empty. And then you have more space to breathe in until you're at capacity. So you make yourself full, and then you let yourself go. You breathe out until you're nice and empty. We're going to repeat that pattern. You may find that you lose connection to the breath from time to time. That's okay. It's not ideal, but it happens. So without judgment, bring yourself back to center. Sometimes you need to rest or adapt to do that. And if you have to do that multiple times, then do it as many times as you need. Be accountable and keep bringing yourself back to center, but you don't need to be a tough critic, especially not right now. Okay? You don't want to be too hard on yourself if you're having a little bit of an off day. When you get good at yoga, you have more off days, not because you're not getting better, but because you're practicing more often. The number of off days you have is going to increase by increasing the number of days you practice. But that also means the number of solid days, like good solid B plus days, and then the A grade days, the good days, those are going to increase too. So when you learn to just enjoy it all and be objective, it becomes a very good experience. Let's go ahead and move gently. So breathe and move. And we'll go ahead and just stir the spine. Stirring the spine here. Some people call this stirring the peanut butter, although I think that's a little insensitive to those with nut allergies. So maybe stirring the almond butter or stirring the tahini. Whatever it is that you like to stir, okay? And do both directions, just loosening up. This is a very relaxing practice. We're not really striving. We're just grounding and taking some time to chill out in the middle of a long week. Okay, good. We're done with that little flow. We can do a little lateral movement with the neck. So take the ear to the shoulder. Come back to center. Ear to the opposite shoulder. Come back to center. And a few more times on each side. Lateral flexion of the neck. You bend the head one direction, try and lower the shoulder the other. And then take the right ear to the right shoulder. Left shoulder is low. And stretch. Other side. Deep breath. Really lower that opposite shoulder. Feel great stretch all through the trapezius. Back to center. We're going to go ahead and switch. Which leg is forward? Draw the sitting bones back. And then take the right hand on the ground and bring the other arm over and stretch. Other side. Come on back to the center. And take a very subtle twist to the right. And open the shoulders. And then again, a very subtle twist to the opposite side. Nice openness in the shoulders and the spine. Come on back to center. And we'll go ahead and tuck the chin to the chest. And gently roll side to side. And tuck the chin to the chest. And work on lifting the chest. Stretching through the back of the neck. up through the spine. And now let's go ahead and switch to the hands and knees. So nice. Do a nice little roll out for the back. If you have sore wrists, having your palms a little higher than the fingers is good. So fingers can be off the mat with the palms on the mat. Shoulders above the wrists, rounding the back. And then lengthening the spine. And again, rounding the back, rolling smooth. And lengthening the spine. Several more rounds. Child's pose. Deep breath. And come back to hands and knees. And let's go ahead and do lateral rolls now, pressing the ribs to one side and then the other. And when you're complete with side to side, let's lower and face down. Face down. Take a very gentle cobra. You lift just a little bit. And exhale, release. Again, inhale, gentle cobra. You lift a little bit. And exhale, lower. Next is half locust, where you lift. Keep the feet down, lift the arms, arms back, open the chest. And then come on down. Arms overhead, and just rest and stretch out in all directions. And then taking the Sphinx, And we're going to hang out here for a while. Lift and open the chest. If this doesn't feel good, you can have the arms further forward and wider. Otherwise, the elbows are under the shoulders and you're working on lifting the spine. You can be a little bit active, pushing into the forearms, or you can just relax and be restful. But you don't want to be so restful that the shoulders are pushing against the neck. So you want to have either like a more of a neutral lift or slightly active lift. And you're long back through the legs, active through the feet. Keep the breath full and deep. Let's take 2 or 3 really long breaths. Just a little bit more here. And we'll come on down. Use the core and lift. And then you could go right to child or take a nice little dog stretch. Maybe with the knees bent. Feel free to wag the dog and stretch the sides of the body and thaw out the lower back. Child's pose. I like child with my arms folded. You do your favorite version of child, and let's just all rest here for a little bit. And we'll come on up to sitting or a kneeling position and take a big step up with the left foot. And we'll do a nice little runner's pose. Stay in this form of runner, or you can bring the hands to the inside and maybe move the right foot a little wider. Don't have the knee going past the ankle. It should just be right above, I'll show you here. It should just be right above the heel or ankle. Don't push it too far, but do let the foot open and the knee widen. And maybe you're going to bend your arms a little bit. And if you have a block or a cushion, you can bend your arms to that. And you might be able to stretch your arms to the ground. And let's all come up and lift the chest. And again, either a child's pose or a very brief dog stretch. And we'll all meet in child. From child, transition to sitting or kneeling position. And take a big step up with the left leg. You see how the knee is just above the ankle. The lower leg bone is perpendicular to the earth. We can hold the runner's pose. And if you want to move the foot a little wide, bring the arms in, lower a bit, you can do that. And if you want to bring the elbows closer to the ground, go ahead. Do any phase that feels relaxing for you, and make sure you're breathing quality breath. And go ahead and lift. And adjust back to child. When you're ready, we're going to lift up and adjust to the side. Bring the legs out from under. Hips back. Maybe sit on your blanket if you'd like. Stretch forward. Stretch any distance forward. Maybe bend the knees. Yeah, we're not trying to go into our farthest stretch. Like when we really warm up and do more active practices, usually we can go farther. But here we're just trying to chill out. Just be in the pose. Be with the breath. Have a nice neutral neck. Have a subtle sense of reaching forward through the chest. And breathe. And go ahead. Release the stretch. Bend the opposite leg in. And take a little twist to that side. Holding the bent knee. Opening the chest. I said the opposite leg, but this is actually the first side. So it doesn't matter which side you've done, so long as you've bent one knee and you're twisting to that side. We're going to do both, and it's all going to work out. So just relax and breathe. And then take a one leg forward bend. And let's go ahead and switch the sides. Sit really, really tall and twist to the right. Nice deep twist and deep breath as well. So you're twisting to whatever side's the opposite. Remember that. Whatever's the opposite side. Having the leg bent, using that as a leverage post, and enjoying that nice deep twist. Let's go ahead and take a one leg stretch. You can hold the lower leg. Eventually, you can reach the foot. Deep breath. Just relax. And when you're complete with that stretch, we're next going to switch to sitting cross legged. So sit on your blanket again. And we're going to do just a little bit of quiet time sitting cross legged with the eyes closed. So about 5 breaths. When your breath is really deep, this will take about a minute. So let's just arrange the arms lightly, sit nice and tall, close the eyes, and take 5 deep breaths, just enjoying a little bit of peace and quiet, slowly turning the volume down on the mind. Good. Let's come back to the body and switch which leg is in front. Roll the back a couple times, rounding, tucking the chin, lengthening, just loosening up after sitting still. And we're going to do one more session of the quiet time, just a minute-long meditation. So all you have to do is breathe, just be concentrated on one breath, followed by the next for about 5 rounds. Come on, back to the body. And next we're going to switch to laying onto the back. I'm going to use my blanket as a pillow for my head, but you can use it for other forms, a bolster under the knees, or sometimes it's good under the feet in these certain hip openers we're about to do. Let's go ahead and lay down. Lay all the way down. Take knees to chest. Give yourself a really nice hug. And gently adjust side to side. Nice gentle adjustments side to side, rolling out the low back and feet to the ground. Bring the feet together, open the knees, take butterfly, reclined, and having the hips stretch nicely. If your low back doesn't feel good, you can put your blanket under the feet. That should help a lot. Arrange your arms any way you like, and just really relax into it. Let's go ahead and gradually lift the knees And hug the knees into the chest. Open the arms. Take the legs to the left, a nice twist. Sometimes it helps to put the opposite hand on the top thigh. You can put something under your legs if you need to limit how far you go. But if you want to go deeper, you can hold and go really deep into the stretch. Going deep in the stretch is a good thing if it helps you to relax your muscles more. If it's feeling like it's too much, just focus more on relaxation rather than physical achievement. And other side. Let's go ahead and come back to knees to chest and feet to the ground. Now let's go ahead and widen the feet and bend the knees in. Relax your arms, arrange them any way you like, and maybe just close the eyes here for about 5 breaths. Bring the feet together and then knees to chest. Extend one arm overhead and roll onto your side. Lay on your side, lay your head on the extended arm, let the top leg stagger a little bit. Arrange your other arm any way you like, and just melt into the floor. Not stretching, but just completely relaxing the body. Letting go of the mind and emotions, just staying with that nice rhythmic breath. And let's try that on the other side. So you can go slow and linger in knees to chest if you need. When you're ready, roll to the other side, have the other arm extended, and lay your head on the extended arm. Just resting. Remember that you deserve deep rest. When you feel nice and even, come back to knees to chest. And take the legs to the ground. Lengthen through the legs and the arms and enjoy a nice shavasana. Cover with a blanket for warmth. Use a pillow under the head if you have one. Maybe cushion under the knees. Make yourself so comfortable in shavasana that you feel so relaxed and you keep feeling more relaxed over time until you get to the point where it's almost like you're outside the body. You're not even wearing your body. Enjoy that state of deep relaxation as you let the breath switch to an effortless, soft, natural breath. Go ahead and slowly deepen the breath. Bring movement back to the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. Take knees to chest. Take your time. And gradually make your way up to a closing seat. In our closing seat, we're going to do one clearing breath and then 3 ohms. Let's breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. And again, breathe in. Namaste. All right, very good, everyone. Thank you for joining for Gentle Yoga. Tonight's class is going to be 6 p.m. core conditioning class. We do that every Monday and Wednesday. Those are the 2 fitness classes I have of the 10 classes I'm offering. Otherwise, it's all different forms of yoga. We have Gentle Yoga Sunday night at 6 as well. And we have relatively gentle Hatha Yoga classes, but definitely are more strengthening on Monday morning, Friday morning, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. And there's some Vinyasa Yoga as well to choose from. So something for everyone. Please keep chiming in. I'm going to be trying to post playlists for each class. I put them out like 30 minutes, 15 minutes before. So if I am running a little late, I usually put them out on Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, it's a link you can click on. On Instagram, it's just a screenshot, but you can see my name on Spotify and find that on Spotify. I didn't do the Instagram today, so sorry about that. But if you find one from a previous week, there's going to be labels for Gentle Yoga, March 24th or whatever the day was. You can use one from the previous week if I ever don't put one out, and also using your own music is great. Doing no music, if you have a quiet space, is good. Music is good if there's some background noise. If you're able to hear me, then let me know. If it's ever a problem, then maybe switch to a different platform. Usually one platform will be working. If one is a little glitchy, I'll be trying to speak up to make sure everyone can hear. So thank you again for joining. Thanks for leaving a comment. Post a picture if you'd like of a nice scenery you have out your window, of your mat space, of you. You don't have to, but you're welcome to. It's nice to interact and create community. Leave a donation, please. If you're not able to leave a donation today, then share this video with at least 3 of your friends, and I'm sure one of them will be able to watch and leave a donation, and then everybody wins. So for some, it's free. For others, send some money. Either way, sending you guys a little love and appreciation. I'll keep doing what I do to help support the community, and I appreciate your support in return. So thank you again. Looking forward to the next gentle yoga practice. I'm going to log off of the YouTube Live. Goodbye, YouTube Live. And
I'm going